So you're here in Pistol Ace today out of the Seattle Seahawks playbook. I'm going to be coming out in read option here. We will give, let's just do a regular nickel look. You already know. Not prepared. Let's respot the ball. Give us some room, right? So like I said, we're in Seattle. I really like this. We have 5 plays for you, right? Yeah. 4 audibles, and then I have the read option here. So read option, if you haven't ran it before this year, or really in a while, because you might not have, you definitely want to practice it. It's not just something I would go into a game and willy-nilly just go run. But read option is good, especially those backs, those power backs. I mean, Derrick Henry's falling forward for 4 or 5 yards of carry. And the good thing about Pistol Ace, obviously, is I'm flipping this back and forth. The opponent, then you have no idea, right? And I mean, a lot of the times you can run this right up the middle, which is why I like it, because you pair it with the stretch run, and you see the safeties coming down off the right, you can just flip it to the left, man, and boom. Hopefully you don't have a number 89 out there blocking for you. But here, I mean, maybe you want to run the stretch, right? Flip to the opposite side. Bro can't block, Tyler Lockett can't block, but still, Collins makes the most out of it. But you kind of get that inside-out game. We do this a lot on this channel, with, as you see, an inside run with kind of like, it's almost, this read option almost acts as a dive. As your inside run, you have like a stretch or a halfback weak you can bounce outside that you run as your outside run, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to do, and it's an effective way to run. If you see numbers inside, you run it outside. If you see numbers outside, you run it inside. It's a simple but effective way to run, is what I'm getting at here. And like in Pistol Ace, the benefit, as we've been talking about, that you can flip this, and you see this pass play right here. So we're gonna get into the pass plays to transition over, right? So we're gonna get the FL cross. What I like to do is the receiver that's on a drag. So in this case, X Tyler Lockett. I like to streak him, and we'll show you how this runs here to begin with. You kind of have your tight end. He gets in. Oh, I'm an idiot, but you need to flick back to B there. So we'll go and do. That's a good play to show you the reads, though. So what I'm doing here is Tyler Lockett, using Tyler Lockett as a clear out. Have the second tight end, hoping he gets to this tender spot. Can't quite do it. And then I'm flipping over to here when I see this tight end's covered. They do a good job covering here. And I should have known, open field open, right? Beginning of the play. Open field open. Nobody there. That's what that backside post is for. All that room to DK. So we'll run that again here. We'll run it to this side. And here, I mean, here you take it, right? That's your first read, that's what you take. And you see, man, I mean, unless they're shading outside, things like that, you're gonna get them on that. Same thing, right? Gonna get torched. And then you have that man beater on the back end with the backside post. But the good thing is, we'll flip this, and then you can do the same thing to the other side, and you have Gerald Everett running a corner instead of, and then you have this guy beating over the middle, right? So there's a lot of different things that your opponent has to account for with the amount of routes, the amount of different routes, and what they do on this play. And we'll try to hit that backside to Lockett, right? That's your backside. That also beat man. That was cover 0, and Tyler Lockett beat that. So that's your first pass play. Next pass play is just corner post. Pretty simple, very simple. You can put X on a corner, or on a curl route if you would like. You can leave them stock. You can streak Y. You can streak either of your tight ends if it allows me to get back to my play here. Yeah, you can streak either of your tight ends. Here we're gonna get. I probably should have not threw that. Yeah, purples are playing better, I will say. Coming out in like cover 3 and stuff like that, it does kind of stop this stuff. So we'll do the same thing again. You just gotta deliver that thing, man. You just gotta deliver that. And that also helps. Here, if you do put like A on a streak, that does help clear out that middle of the field. if you're looking to hit that DK route. Don't be an idiot like I am and throw a pick, but you get the idea. And here, I mean, you can run it the other way. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to run it this way just because there is that nickel guy over there to the right of Gerald Everett. So you probably wouldn't want to run it this way, but you can. Another thing you can do with this play is put either of your tight ends on an in. So like in this case, Tyler Lockett is on an in. I would put Y on an in. If Metcalf was on an in, I would put Gerald Everett on an in. And it just kind of clears that out. You see that's the man beater. That's your man beater that you have to flick back to. And this C route on the outside does get to a tender spot at times. Like here, I mean, you're going to get man again, which is so stupid. And I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's do it again. Everybody just clicked off. So yeah, put him on an in, carries him a little bit, and you can fit that in there. I'll go to replay right quick. This is going back to the in, pulls this linebacker in just a few steps. You can fit that ball in there, but you have to be careful because if they get a good corner and not whoever this is, like I don't know who that is, but I don't know what he's doing, but he's lost in the sauce and he just can't make a play. Sometimes corners will pick that though. So then we're gonna go to PA boot, and you can delay fade. Delay fades. Your tight end is on a timer now, but obviously the crosser is your money route. Obviously, and I mean if you have tight end master or whatever it is, whatever your Pokemon ability is, you can put him on another crossers for the tight end would be ideal here, but of course we don't have the ability here. Another thing you can do is just put him on a streak instead of delay fading him now, even though streaks are broken because they want to take that little sidestep. But you see all the, we'll just get out of bounds and we'll go to the replay. But yeah, pistol ace is always good, continuously every single year. You don't see a ton of it because it's very basic. It's just you line up 7, right? You have a straight here. It's really simple, and I love it. I love it every year. You see the tight end gets bumped up a little bit, but he still fights through. What's this look like here? Kind of like a cover 3 blitz look here. Some kind of stunt, yeah. And I mean, you're just gonna beat it with this stuff. Here we're gonna get a cover 2 look. Yup. And that's where you could struggle. Of course, they contain out there. And you also could put him on a flat if they are playing cover 2 to try to pull that flat zone down. We'll see if we can cover 2 here. We don't. But you can see that does pull him up, and you can kind of fit that ball back into there if you see the window. And we'll explain what I mean there, because sometimes you're going to pull the user. If you hit this route enough, if you hit this crosser route enough, it's going to pull one of these, like their user, with it way out of the field, and then that should open up this middle of the field, right where Tyler Lockett goes. I could have got him that ball way earlier, like right in here is where you need to get back to him. You don't want to wait as long because this corner can pick it. But that's also something that's you can flick back to on this play. We'll just run here. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the scheme out of this pistol ace out of Seattle. I feel like they've had pistol ace for about 10 years now, I think, and it's always a good formation. It's always a good formation. A lot of good plays. I love having the tight end corner route out of this. You can flip to either side. They really can't defend one way or the other. They can't overplay one corner route or the other because you can run it both ways, and they have to respect that. Pistol ace is just so good for that. Just like spread and other balanced formations. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, all that stuff. You know what to do. And yeah, hopefully we will catch you in the next one. Peace.